Hello students, so we are studying disaster management. Okay, so in the last lecture we have studied uh, disaster means any destructive event or any destructive phenomenon which threaten the life of all living beings. Along with that, it also cause damage to our property. So examples of disaster are earthquake, landslide, then flood, okay, then forest fire. So all these are the disasters that we have studied in the last period. And then we have studied the definition of disaster management, means how can we manage that disaster that we have studied. So today we will study remedial and preventive measures. Okay, so remedial measures means these are the actions which are taken to prevent any disaster. Okay, so remedial and preventive means how can we decrease the influence or how can we prevent these disasters. Okay, that we have to study. So let us see what precautions can be taken before or in the event of a natural or man-made disaster. So if there is a disaster, means if it is a natural or it may be a man-made, so at that time how can we prevent it or how can we lessen the effect of that disaster. Okay, so first one, keep watching TV and radio news and bulletins. So from TV and radio news and bulletins we will come to know that the intensity of disaster and which precautions should we keep, that is shown on the TV by government. So we have to keep watching TV or radio news bulletins. Then second, use battery operated radios and mobile. So if electrical supply means many time there is a shortage of electrical supply, so we have to use battery operated radios and mobiles. Then heed the warnings issued by the meteorological department carefully. Heed means to pay attention. Okay, so we have to pay attention to the warnings which are issued by, means which are given by meteorological department. Meteorological department means it is the government department which is concerned with the weather forecasting. In our Pune there is a Simla office, so it is a meteorological department of Maharashtra government. So it gives every day it gives the weather forecast, means whether there will be a rainfall. Okay, so like this we will get the information, and if there is any serious condition, they give the meteorological department gives warnings. So we have to pay attention on these warnings given by meteorological department. So for example, in every monsoon season, this meteorological department issues some warnings if there is a possibility of heavy rains. Okay, then for use the website www.imdgovernment.in. so there is a website on internet regarding this on the internet, so we can use that website also if there is a disaster. Then landslides occur in hill areas due to a cloud burst or heavy rains. On such occasions, do not take shelter at the foot of a hill. So many times there is a possibility there is a landslide at the foot of a hill. Okay, and if we stand there or if we are near that hill, this landslide may fall on us. Okay, so it is very dangerous, so we should avoid to take a shelter at the foot of a hill because there is a possibility of landslide. Okay, then during floods, do not linger in houses or areas on river bank. Linger means to spend more time unnecessarily. So we should not linger in the homes or areas which are on the river bank because there is a flood and maybe people or animals can drown into water if there is a heavy flood. Seek shelter in other safe places. So we should not take shelter or we should not live for more time in that houses or areas we are near the which are on the river bank. Move to safer places at a greater height. Okay, and do not step into the water currents or drive a vehicle into them. So there is a possibility that in water current the person or people may drawn into water, okay, or if you are driving a vehicle and if you don't know about the water, so there is a possibility that you will, along with your vehicle, you can drawn into the water, okay. So we should not go inside the water. Then during an earthquake, road split open. So if there is a earthquake, road split, then the ground cracks. So there are cracks in ground, railway tracks get uprooted. So due to earthquake, these railway tracks also get uprooted. Hence, when moving from one place to another, ensure that the road is safe further on. So there is a possibility that there may be cracks in the ground or road may split open. So there is a possibility of an accident. So we should ensure that the road is safe. Then take shelter in relief camps as they provide medicine, food packets, drinking water, first aid. So if there is any such type of disaster is there, like earthquake or flood, the government arrange relief camps where you will get medicine, food, drinking water, then first aid, okay. To get protection from fire, use fire extinguishers in public places like school, hospital and railway station. So it is compulsory to keep a fire extinguisher in such places like hotels, then restaurant, schools, okay. So if by accident if there is a fire, by using this fire extinguisher, we can avoid any further disaster, okay. Then what is meant by first aid? In day-to-day life, sometimes we have to face disaster or accident of varying proportions. On such occasions, it is necessary to give some immediate aid even before medical treatment become available. So it many times there is a such type of disaster can occur, okay. So we do not get immediate help from doctors, or there is some time is needed to take patient to the doctor. So before going to doctor or before getting the medical treatment, we can give some primary treatment, okay. So that is called as first aid. So you must know, in our school also there is a first aid box, okay. So before going to doctor, if there is some injury, by using that first aid we can primarily treat the wound, okay. So they have given some small, this one, first one, external bleeding. So external bleeding means if there is a bleeding, blood is oozing out from the external body parts, that is called as external bleeding. So many times when you play, okay, at that time if you fall down, there is a bleeding, okay. So that is external bleeding. If a person is bleeding, first make him sit or lie down comfortably. Keep the bleeding part of a body above the level of the heart and clean it with water. So we are studying some first aids. So for external bleeding, if there is a bleeding, okay, so what we have to do, we have to first make the patient sit or lie down comfortably, keep the bleeding part of the body above the level of heart and clean it with water, so less bleeding will be there. Then second one is burn and scalds. So many times you know that there are burns and scalds. So first one, minor burns. The injured part should be washed with water or held under water. If there is a burn, what we can do, we have to washed with water or held under the water. Give the victim water to drink. So we have to give some water to drink to the patient. Clean the wound using a cotton swab soaked in an antiseptic solution. So to avoid any kind of infection, we have to take some antiseptic lotion and we have to take one cotton swab and we have to clean that wound or burn section. Do not apply oily ointment. So many times it is advised that we should apply oil, but that is wrong. We should not apply any oily ointment. Cover wounds using dry dressing. So only dry dressings we can cover the wound. So it is about the minor burns, means small burn is there. If there is a serious burn, okay, give him emotional support. So patient is very scared, so we have to give him support, emotional support, that is don't worry, we will go to doctor, okay, you will become okay. So such kind of emotional support we have to give. Cover the wound with sterilized cloth. Sterilized cloth means which is free from any bacteria or virus, that is called as sterilized, means absence of any kind of microorganism. So we have to cover the wound with that sterilized cloth, okay, so infection will be not there. Then remove jewelry, shoes, etc. if easily possible. Do not touch or burst the blisters on the skin. So due to burning there are blisters on the skin, so we should not touch these blisters. Then do not apply oily ointments. Do not try to remove the cloth if it is stuck to the burned skin. So if the patient is wearing cotton cloth, it will not stick, but if it is a terracotta or silk cloth, it may stick to the burnt skin, okay. So we should not try remove the cloth because it will cause lot of pain to the patient. Then if the patient is conscious, give water to drink, but avoid tea or coffee or other stimulating drink. So if patient is conscious, and then we should give some water to drink, but we should not give tea or coffee which are a stimulating drink. Then get medical aid at once. So as far as possible we should take the patient to the doctor or hospital, okay. So that is the remedial measures to prevent the further disaster. Then sunstroke. So sunstroke means when there is a lot of sun heat energy there due to sun, the person may suffer from that. So that is called as sunstroke. When we work in the sun continuously for a long time, the body loses a lot of water and mineral. That is the reason for sunstroke. So especially in summer season, if you are in a sun for a long time for some reason, then your body lose lot of water as well as mineral which are very essential for your body, and then sunstroke take place. So which are the remedial measures? Take the patient to a cool place or in the shade. So as it is due to sunlight, we should take the patient to cool place or in a shade. Sponge the whole body with cold water. So we have to use some wet cloth or sponge, and we have to sponge the whole body with the cold water. Place a cloth soaked in a cold water on the neck, so that body will lose some heat. So we have to place a cloth which is soaked in a cold water. Give plenty of water or liquids like sherbet to drink. So we have to give, as the body has lost lot of water, we have to give some plenty of water or other liquids like sherbet. If the patient feels like vomiting, make him lie prone, that is on his or her abdomen with the head turned on one side. If there is a vomiting, if he is feeling like vomiting, we have to lie prone, okay. So we have to make him lie down, but on the one side, on the abdomen, okay. And then his or her will be head turn on one side if there is a vomiting. Get medical help or shift the patient to the hospital. So as far as possible we should shift the patient to the hospital. Here the picture is shown. The patient is prone. Lie prone means he is she is on her abdomen, and she has turned her head to one side, okay. That is called as lie prone, okay. Then so as far as possible we should to take the patient to the hospital. Then snake bite. So as we know that there are nearly 2,000 species of snakes. So 2,000 types of snakes are there. Of these only a few like cobras, kraits, then vipers and snakes are poisonous. So very few are poisonous, all other are non-poisonous. Therefore all snake bites are not fatal, means which will not lead to death. Or if there is a snake bite of non-poisonous snake, the person cannot die. However, fear, then fear causes severe psychological shock which can result in death. So if there is a snake bite, and though the snake is not, it is a non-poisonous, still there is a death. So the reason behind is there is a severe psychological shock. The person is very scared. So due to that there is a shock, psychological shock is there, and due to that shock the person die. Okay. Then if you come across a snake, contact Sarpamitra rather than killing the snake at once. So snakes are very useful for our environment, and we should not kill them. So if you see the snake, there are Sarpamitra, means these are the people which can easily catch without any harm. They can catch the snake and then they let it in the forest. Okay, so these persons are called as the Sarpamitra. So they have a technique to catch these snakes without harming, and then if we get any, if there is a snake in your surrounding, you should call a Sarpamitra. Okay, we should not kill the snakes because they are very useful. Then remedial measures. So if there is, by chance there is a snake bite, what are the remedial measures? Wash the wound with water. So first of all we have to wash the wound with water. Give emotional support to the patient. So as I have told, this patient is very scared due to the snake bite, and so we have to give some emotional support, like you don't worry, nothing will happen, all snakes are not poisonous. So such type of talk should be there, so the patient will not scared so much. Tie a cloth tightly above the wound so that the spreading of that poison can be avoided. Get immediate medical help. So we should get the medical help immediately. Okay, so like this, here they have shown the picture. So here there is a snake bite and the cloth is tied around the leg so that that poison will not spread in the body. Then dog bite. So in a dog bite there is a risk of infection through the blood, hence first aid and medical help are necessary. So many times there is a dog bite and there is a risk of infection. So which are the remedial measures? Wash the wound with a solution of potassium permanganate or other antiseptic. So potassium permanganate is a chemical which can kill the germs. Okay, so when there is a dog bite, there is a possibility that there will be germs and they will cause the various diseases. So to kill these germs, we should wash the wound with either potassium permanganate solution or any other antiseptic. Antiseptic means it is a liquid which can kill the germs. Cover the wound with a clean and dry cloth. So we have to cover the wound so that infection can be avoided. Get a doctor's help and an injection of anti-rabies vaccine. So immediately we have to take the patient to doctor, and there are anti-rabies vaccine. So there is a disease called as rabies, and this disease is due to dog bite. Okay, so to avoid this disease, doctor gives the anti-rabies vaccines to that patient who has a dog bite. Okay, so that we have to do when there is a dog bite. Okay, then we have, so with this we have finished the fourth lesson. Then there are question answers. Okay, so I will send you the question answers on WhatsApp. You should copy that in your notebook. Okay, thank you.